Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 6 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward. We begin now as Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine is fully approved by the FDA. That means it is the first vaccine to be federally approved by regulators. The vaccine now approved for use for anyone 16 and older.
Now that it has the same level as regulation as other vaccines, more companies, universities, and local governments are expected to make getting the vaccine mandatory. FDA officials hope the approval lifts public confidence in the vaccine among those that are still unvaccinated. Following the approval, the Pentagon announced it will now require members of the military to get the vaccine.
The FDA approval is the gold standard. The moment you've been waiting for is here. It's time for you to go get your vaccination and get it today.
Nationwide, just over half of the U.S. population got fully vaccinated while the vaccines were under emergency use authorization. Moderna has also applied to the FDA for full approval of its vaccine. Johnson & Johnson says it hopes to do so later this year.
With today's FDA approval of the Pfizer vaccine, local government leaders are now weighing in. Washington Governor Jay Inslee released a statement calling the full approval a great milestone in our fight against the deadly pandemic. His statement reads in part, quote, "People who get vaccinated should be more confident than ever in the safety and effectiveness of this vaccine. It does not just save lives of individuals, it can save entire communities from further devastation." Meantime, in Idaho, Brad Little releasing a statement calling today's approval a proud moment in our nation's history. He went on to say, "America is the best country in the world. We are able to offer our citizens a free, convenient, life-saving vaccine. Many people across the globe are not as fortunate."
Washington Commissioner of Public Lands Hillary Franz is now directing all DNR employees to be fully vaccinated by October 18th, and that will include firefighters. She's also calling on the heads of the Department of Agriculture and the Department of the Interior to require COVID vaccinations for all federal wildland firefighters as well. In a thread on Twitter, Commissioner Franz wrote, "Given the unprecedented fire danger threatening Washington's communities, we cannot afford to lose a single firefighter, a single engine, or a single plane to a COVID-19 outbreak." She says we can't keep Washington safe unless our crews are safe first.
Masks are officially back. The state's indoor mask mandate went into effect today. The mandate returns as COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations surge to new highs with the Delta variant. Anyone 5 years old and older must now wear a mask in stores, restaurants, and other public indoor spaces, regardless of vaccination status. The State Department of Health also recommends, but is not requiring, masks to be worn in crowded outdoor settings too, like concerts, fairs, and farmers markets.
And we are just learning tonight the Spokane Pavilion will be tightening its COVID-19 restrictions for concerts. So now guests will be required to provide proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test taken within 72 hours. Organizers posted the announcement on the Pavilion website saying that concertgoers unwilling to get tested or provide proof will instead be offered a refund, but they will not be allowed to attend.
Now to tracking coronavirus cases across in the Northwest, starting with North Idaho. Today, the Panhandle Health District is reporting 114 new cases today, bringing the total number of cases to more than 28,000 since the start of the pandemic. 118 people are currently hospitalized there.
And here in Spokane, the Regional Health District is reporting another high number of coronavirus cases. 257 new cases just reported today. 178 people are currently hospitalized due to the virus. 4 new deaths were also reported today.
For everything you need to know about the coronavirus data and new masks and vaccine mandates, just text the word COVID to 509-448-2000.
We also have new details tonight about the dump truck driver who crashed into a Dutch Bros coffee stand on Friday. It's believed he was under the influence at the time. Now we're learning about past DUI convictions.
Several people were hurt in that crash. Our Amanda Rowley learned new details about the driver and the moments after the crash.
McGavin Madrain has a criminal history in Idaho consisting of 4 felonies and 10 misdemeanors. Now those charges include DUIs, reckless driving, and 2 counts of motor carrier unsafe operations, which means he has a history of not driving his commercial vehicle in a safe manner. Now check out this surveillance video from the property next door to where the crash happened. Madrain is charged with vehicular assault after crashing a dump truck, pulling a trailer through through Dutch Bros coffee stand and Liberty Tax Services building. Multiple witnesses told investigators they saw the truck speeding and weaving in and out of lanes on South Freya. Fire Chief Brian Schaefer confirmed the dump truck hit 6 vehicles before crashing through the tax service building and coffee stand. According to court documents, a trooper at the scene examined Madrain. Following the sobriety test, the trooper determined he was intoxicated on an unknown substance. Now, one witness reported seeing a man sitting across the street from the coffee stand who was very bloody and appeared to be injured. Now, Madrain admitted to crashing the dump truck. When witness asked if he was okay, he replied, "Did I kill anyone?" Now, 7 people suffered injuries from the crash. At least 1 person was taken to a hospital, but none of the injuries are life-threatening. The owner of Dutch Bros, Kevin Parker, said in a statement that one of his employees broke a hip. Now, this afternoon, the rubble left over from the crash that destroyed the Dutch Bros coffee stand caught fire. We don't know why this happened, but earlier this evening, I did see the owner and a few other people on the site just surveying the damage and keeping an eye on things. Reporting in Lower South Hill, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
My goodness, thankfully nobody died. Okay, to weather. We'll be seeing more seasonal temperatures all this week across the inland Northwest. Tom Sherry's back, and Tom, it's kind of starting to feel like fall maybe a little bit.
Boy, is it ever. A little chilly this morning. It's going to be chilly tonight and early tomorrow morning. Right now we're at 68 degrees. The average temperature this time of year, right around 82. So we saw well below average temperatures. I'm so happy to report, though, our air quality is moderate. It was good earlier today, and we're just barely in the moderate. We're at 55. 50 is the cutoff from the good air quality range. When you look at the satellite and radar picture, you've got a few isolated showers up to the north of us, but we'll look for those to decrease once the sun sets tonight. So your day planner forecast calling for, again, another chilly night down to about 48 degrees. Tuesday, we'll see below average temperatures after a whole summer of above average temperatures. I think we're all welcoming this. We'll look for a daytime high of 76, and I'm predicting the air quality should be good as well. Heading into the weekend, we start warming it up. We're at 78 on Saturday and 84 on Sunday. I'll have a look at your 10-day outlook, all coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you. And wildfires continue to burn across the inland Northwest. Many still have level 3 evacuations in place. So these are the fires now that you at home have been contacting us about the most. Starting with the Walker Creek fire, currently also has level 3 evacuations for the Spur and Walker Creek areas. This fire has reached more than 23,000 acres. It is about 9% contained tonight. The cause of that fire is still under investigation.
Northwest of Spokane near Fort Washington, the Ford Corkscrew fire also has level 3 evacuations in place. That fire started back on August 15th. It's already grown now to more than 15,000 acres. It is also 44% contained tonight. Crews say that yesterday's rain certainly helped assist with containing the fire.
The Summit Trail fire near Inchelium is now 40% contained. It's reached or burned about 45,000 acres so far. There are level 1, level 2, and level 3 evacuations in place. The Washington National Guard is also assisting crews as they continue to battle that fire.
And that cooler, wet weather is helping firefighters make some progress on the 25-mile fire burning near Lake Chelan. Right now, that fire is 8% contained. However, a level 3 evacuation still in place for several areas. So far, the fire has burned more than 10,000 acres and has destroyed 1 structure.
So these are the fires with level 3 go now evacuations, but there are still other fires burning across the region. So to check on their status, you can text the word fire to 509-448-2000. We'll send you all of the latest information right to your phone.
All right, still ahead tonight, people with weakened immune systems are getting their 3rd dose of the COVID-19 vaccine after federal regulators signed off on them earlier this month. And some viewers are wondering if you can get a different brand of your booster than your first 2 shots. Our Verified team has the answer coming up.